go big or go home. I finally got some big skipjacks to play with, so I'm going to see if I can catch a big flathead today. And that is how you hook a bait with a circle hook. You want the bait hooked as barely as possible. I have a feeling I'm going to have to move around a lot today. This is my normal, typical flathead area, but they may not be here. The water is 63 degrees, really cold. I may have to find a deeper spot. Barely hooked. And the water to the left of me is not deep at all. Maybe I'll be able to pop a daytime flathead today. Something playing with the big head. Probably a little channel cat. It's a really nice day to be out on the lake. Or on the creek where I'm at. You see some clouds are rolling in and the pressure is dropping. So maybe something will drop by and eat my bait. I am going to move. I've been here maybe 30 minutes. I may give it another 30 minutes before I try other spots. It seems all the water right now is really slowly flowing upstream, which is taking all the scent of my bait upstream to a very shallow area. Well, it's really shallow on the left around the bend, and it's kind of deep, you know, 8 to 10 feet on the right side by the trees. Haha! I am not skunked tonight. If you can't catch the big ones, catch bait. I think I'm going to try putting this guy out live. I don't know if it'll be a good or bad idea putting out a live skipjack, but maybe that's what they want. Little bitty live skipjacks. I'll show you guys how I caught this guy too. But that is a skipjack herring, at least a baby one. I'm going to put him on the bottom. Be quick about it. Don't know where I want to put this guy. There we go. bring this one in. Would be nice to have one more rod holder here. And baby catfish have been going to town on my baits. Maybe it's time for me to refresh them. I've actually moved to several different spots, both shallow and deep water, and nothing at all yet. I guess before I refresh these, I'll show you a typical skipjack setup. It's just 2 marabou jigs or crappie jigs in line. I usually use like 12-pound monofilament or fluorocarbon when I make this leader. I put one on a dropper loop and then just tie the other one on the end. And you just toss it out there and jig it back in. Like so. Sometimes they like it when you're really, really slow, and sometimes they like it when you're really fast, reeling in. And I've been seeing them jump out here randomly, so I figured, you know, I'd chase after them every now and then. Maybe I could get a live bait out. I do know the Solinar calendar says today's supposed to be a good day for fishing and hunting and whatever. However, I haven't got a single bite yet other than, you know, pecks here and there. I didn't even see that one get pecked on. And I've been at this spot for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. I'm just going to stay here. This is my lucky spot, so I'm going to stay here until after dark. Bigger skipjack than the baby I just put out. My bait's getting a little mushy, so I'm not going to be able to use it after tonight. It's falling apart. That could be my bait's too old. That could be why they're not biting too. I may have to break down and invest in a Magellan cooler or one of the cheaper rotomolded coolers. Especially after seeing this bait go bad so fast. It's not quite cool enough for these cheaper coolers. I did have the sun on my bait all day long, which was a bad idea. The way I have these cast out, I think I can get one more out there. And the reason I don't want to move from this spot is because it netted me a 45-pound flathead here once in the video in the iCard above. That was a nice fish. I also caught 2 more after that. Pretty decent fish. And I think we're getting some flow finally. The water was getting pushed upriver, but now it's getting pushed downriver. And I can see it in my lines. It's actually kind of pushed my bait downriver as it fell. So maybe I'll finally catch a big flathead tonight. Oh. I think he's still there. Maybe not. Or maybe he is. Nope. Tearing it to shreds. There's like a channel cat or something out there. And just before this started getting hits, this one like jumped real quick. I don't know if I have a skipjack on it anymore, that live skipjack. Something might have grabbed it off the hook. Cut the gut pocket off this one. I really want to check the skipjack. I think he's still on. Well then, something grabbed him, but the skipjack hooked himself instead of whatever grabbed it. I can see it's missing scales. Still alive though, barely. Maybe live bait was the key tonight. This skipjack has seen better days. Let's see if I can catch another one. See some jumping nearby. It's hard to fish for skipjacks when you get a bunch of lines out. Oh, hey. He's swimming with it. There we go. Whoa. Trying to catch another live skipjack. Oh no, he popped. Ah. It was on that big head too. Popped right off. Oh. I would say we have something in the area. I should have reeled down on that one instead of picking it up out of the rod holder. That's probably the mistake I made. Might as well throw this guy out. He's alive enough. Oh, they're jumping out there. And I'm all wrapped up. Another rod just got hit. This always happens when the fish are nearby and easy to catch. You get wrapped up. Oh, we'll take it. Come on, I see that line bobbing. Maybe it's a big channel cat. He's on the other one. Oh, I think it's just channel cats. I know there's some big ones in here. Hello, what are you doing? Had an osprey in the tree back there. I don't know if it's on video or not. I finally got this tied and back together. I might try zooming in on him. Oh, there's an osprey up in the tree. There we go. If I can get this guy in without crossing all my lines. Oh, I lost him. One of the keys to catching skipjack is keeping your rod down, which is hard when you have 6 rods in front of you. 6 catfish rods. And there goes the bird, the osprey. See there? Nope. Channel catfish. It's been a few minutes since I've had any activity. All of that activity that happened earlier was right as the sun set. It's like all the fish went into panic mode, needing food right now before it got too dark. I did refresh all my bait off camera. This is the last of the skipjack that I have. I also sacrificed that fresh skipjack and put it on this rod as cut bait. I'm probably going to give this 30 to 40 more minutes and then I'm going to call it. At least I can say this, I'm technically not skunked on this video. I'm going to leave these out for a little bit more and maybe catch something. Hello, what are you doing? Got him. He was swimming with it. And I'm probably barely off camera here. This one was probably off camera too. Maybe he won't pop the hook this time. I got you this time. What are you? Flathead. Tonight has been a struggle. Finally, success. Nice cold water flathead. Man, he feels cold, cold. These guys are probably getting ready to hibernate soon. This guy may be small, but I do love, love, love catching flatheads. And I'm glad I finally got one tonight. Maybe I can hold it closer to the camera to make it look bigger. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go. Let him grow up. Maybe he'll become a state record someday. Whoa! You know, thinking about that earlier fish, I bet it was the same flathead. It grabbed that live skipjack, but didn't get hooked. And then it grabbed the head and didn't get hooked again. Or it could have been a school of flatheads, who knows? Still got a little bit of time left, so I'm going to put this one back out there. Maybe I can get another flathead. Put this baby skipjack head out. Hopefully I didn't just cross my line. Well, I caught a fish, reset the clock. I'm going to give myself 30 more minutes. Well, it's been a fun and interesting evening. My backyard here is definitely not the Magic Kingdom, but I can still catch fish. And I can still miss big fish. It happens. One of the things I've realized, it's hard to reel down on a fish when I have my light out, because the handle is right there on the light. And I think that's what went through my mind when I picked it up and started reeling on it when it was in my hand. Of course, that could have been a smaller fish too. Flatheads, you just can't tell their size. a little flathead can feel like a big flathead, and I've seen that happen multiple times, especially in one of my previous videos. That little guy felt like a 50-pounder when he was in 60 foot of water. If it was a little one, it probably only had the head in its mouth, and then when it realized something was wrong, it just opened its mouth. I physically felt a pop when fighting that fish. It was a pop and nothing. But it was still a good evening of fishing, even if it was a little bit on the slow side. Now I'm going to reel these up and head back to the ramp. Thank you guys again for watching. I will see you next time.